Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. Hi, how are you guys doing today? All right, let's get into this video, but before I do, I want to say a special thank you to AdamandEve.com, AdamandEve.com for sponsoring yet another video over on my channel. I love Adam and Eve so much. They bring a lot of love to our coupleship over here. And between me and my husband, if you don't know what AdamandEve.com is, well, if you're over 18, please go check it out. They have all kinds. If you're trying to redecorate your patio, they have swings. If you're a doll collector, they have dolls. They have Blow Up Betty. They have all kinds of things over there, okay? If you're, like if you're a mechanic and you're looking for oils and lubricants, I can't wink, but they have those over there. They have all kinds of things to intensify and bring passion to your relationship with yourself or with others. So please go check them out with my code Peter. Thankfully, my name is not Richard because my code would be Dick, but it's not. My code is Peter. So with my code Peter, you get 50% off your first item, okay? Plus free shipping and handling in Canada and the United States, okay? So that's a pretty big deal. And because I hate when you order stuff and then they upcharge it, like $20 for shipping and handling. And the other thing is they have a I think this is pretty cool, especially for them, a 90-day hassle-free deal over there. So like if you get Blow Up Betty at home and like she just is not the friend that you thought she'd be, I'm just saying, okay? You can send her back, no questions asked, okay? 24-hour customer service. If you're at home and you're like, Betty seems a little down, she's kind of deflated, and you don't know how to bring her up, 24-hour customer service. You call them over there and you say, hey, how do I get Betty, how do I get, hey, I hope you're perking good over there, B. Lucille, my good Judy, the tarot card reader. How do you get Betty to perk up? You just call them 24 hours, customer service. And, okay, I love any business with a cause. 20% of all their proceeds goes to the prevention of HIV and AIDS around the world. So please go check out AdamandEve.com. They are linked below. I will also put them in the first comment. So let's get into this video. Okay. Woo! Oh my Lord. Well, Dramageddon, which people are calling Carmageddon, is here, and I have notes. I have many notes. I have many receipts. I have my reading glasses, so we're going to get into this, okay? I want to say something before we do. I want to kind of preface this because I'm going to talk a little bit in here about some tweets that Jeffree Star put out where he kind of alleges that people just want him to not take care of himself. He also alleges some things to do with like mental health and things like that, okay? I want you to know, believe it or not, and before I get into this, I just want to say, thank you for so many people out there watching my videos. It means a lot to me. And, one of the things I love is I cannot comment back to every comment that is on my videos. I have 5 channels, okay? I do my best, and every day I try to go in on a different channel or every other day or whatever, but between uploading all these videos and stuff, but I do read every single comment. And I want to say what I really love is that you guys are able to have a conversation in the comment section below, and that you typically don't come for one another. Listen, we're not going to agree on everything over here, and that's totally fine. That's why I do what I do. Like, I leave the comments out there. I share my piece, and then I want you guys, that's why I have my comment section open, for you guys to say what you want to say and go back and forth, okay? And a lot of times, you guys educate me on something that I haven't seen, or you make me look at it in a different way. So I want to say thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you to all the new people that have subscribed over here. I really, really appreciate it. So I just want to say that before we get into this. But in talking about this whole thing to do with that, my intention on this channel is to give commentary to drama that's going on YouTube. Whatever the current hot drama is at the moment that people are talking about, okay? And to do that. But my intention is to kind of there are things that I will never talk about on this channel, And let's take this back a year ago regarding James Charles. People were begging me to talk about these allegations. Those were videos I never made on my channel, okay? I didn't. Now, I may have talked about it in reference to the By Sister video and things like that, but previous to that, I never made those videos on my channel, okay? And in fact, when James was going through what he went through on my channel, I said, you know, I hope that he is surrounding himself with people that care about him. I hope he's getting the care that he needs. I hope that he's taking care of himself. I said those things in my videos a year ago. I will say those things to Jeffree Star as well, because I know that this is probably, listen, whether you wish it on him or you don't, okay? This is a very difficult time for Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, and I hope they are surrounding themselves with people that really care about them. I hope that they are taking some time off the internet and that they are doing what they need to do. There have been times that I have been on YouTube, since my time on YouTube, that has been very, very difficult to me, that I have had to talk to a counselor. I have had to work with my sponsor because I have been 25 and a half years sober now. So, you know, that I had to do deep inventory and deep evaluation on who I was. When I talk about these things in the video, what I'm really asking for is these people to take some accountability and take a look at who they are as people and change. And I have to tell you, because all of this stuff is coming out about Jeffree Star from 10 years ago and whatnot, and I'm not going to say that I'm not interested in that, okay? Because I think that it speaks of who he was at that time, right? But I am somebody that believes that somebody can change. I really, really do. In fact, I just talked about hope on my Peterisms channel the other day. That is a hope that I have for all of us, for all of humanity, that we have the ability to change, okay? So I have to tell you on a personal level, I am more interested in who Jeffree Star is today because I want to know if he has changed, right? And by seeing his actions in the last week, I have not witnessed anything to see that he has changed. I think more and more is going to come out. We are now seeing that people are going to start defending Shane Dawson because they're not going to let Shane Dawson go down at the expense of Jeffree Star. I think it's very telling that Jeffree Star isn't protecting his friend at this time, that he's doing so much to protect him in return. So, you know, I don't know. I think a lot is going to come out. And, you know, what I want to talk about in this video today is can Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star fix this? Because, you know, Shane Dawson, every time I would make some video about some drama going on the internet, people would be like, oh, Shane Dawson needs to go in and he needs to fix this. Shane Dawson needs to fix this. Shane should do a series about this. Shane should do a series about that. Well, can Shane fix this? That would be my question. He can fix everybody else's life around him, supposedly, but can he fix this? So that would be my question, you know? I want to make sure that I covered everything I want to say on here. But, you know, like, there's nothing, like I was saying about myself getting help, right? There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And I will actually link psychologytoday.com below where you can go find, at the top it says find a therapist. It's a resource that I've used for, you know, the last 15 years. I've used it myself personally. I don't have a sponsorship with them. I don't get it. They don't even know who I am, okay? But go check it out. If you need to find a therapist in your area, you can put in there, like, all what you're looking for, and if you need, like, a sliding fee scale and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, please, if people are out there, they need to get help. They need to get help. But for all of us that are YouTubers, that are, you know, under the spotlight or whatever, like, I think there's times to stop just like this on the phone and put the phone down and, you know, like, go and take care of what you need to take care of with you. To me, if somebody's not willing to do that, but they want to stand behind this guise of like, oh, everybody just wishes ill will on me. No, that's not the case. Take care of yourself first. All right, so let's get into this video because I just wanted to say that before going into this. But let's go into this. Gabriel Zamora last night, Gabriel Zamora tweeted out, let me get my tweets. You guys, I have so many receipts, so just bear with me. This is going to be a long video. Okay. So, Gabriel Zamora tweeted out last night. I know everybody's already talked about this, but he put out this tweet right here. She ain't S-H-I toot. I don't know how much of this I'm going to include. I may just read it and you guys will have to just believe me. You can go look it up yourself. She ain't S-H-I toot and y'all finally seeing it. LOL. Well, no, Chachi, no. That's from Gabriel Zamora last year. Gabriel Zamora, he just said something, I don't know, but like he is the flip-flopper of the world. You know, when Jeffree Star is on top of the world, he's Jeffree Star's friend. When James Charles is on top of the world, he's James Charles' friend, whatever. Now, people are thinking that this is the beginning of, you know, because Gabriel Zamora basically touched off with the last three. I mean, he's the one that started, you know, Dramageddon 1, and he had a lot to do with Dramageddon 2, and so people are saying that this is Dramageddon 3 because Gabriel got himself involved in it. People are also insinuating that this is about him and Nikita Dragun, that he and Nikita Dragun Dragon aren't friends anymore, and so that he's like shading her. I don't know. But for Gabriel to put this comment out last night in the middle of everything that is going on, he had to have known. Gabriel's not stupid. Let's just be for real, okay? Gabriel had to know that people were going to be speculating whether or not this was about Jeffree Star. So it was him just kind of stirring stuff up, right? Then let's talk about the unfollowing spree that has happened with Jeffree Star. So this is very interesting to me. Now, I have to tell you, I went in and I fact-checked all of this last night. So I started getting tagged in this stuff that people were unfollowing Jeffree Star. And the people that were unfollowing Jeffree Star were, well, I talked about Morgan Adams. We're going to talk about her in just a second. ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, JoJo Siwa. There were other people, Shea Coulee from RuPaul's Drag Race. There were other people that had unfollowed Jeffree Star. Now, I don't know if they ever did follow Jeffree Star, but I think they did. I don't know why Jeffree Star would follow JoJo Siwa and she didn't follow him. I'm just saying, okay? I know for a fact that Anastasia Beverly Hills did, right? So what's interesting about this is I went in last night and I looked, okay? And he was still following Morgan Adams. As of today, he is no longer following Morgan Adams, okay? What's interesting about this, though, is as soon as I picked up his followers, and I have receipts on here about this, okay? I screenshot it. I looked it up. I screenshotted it, all of it, okay? What's interesting about this is that right at the top was Garrett Watts, and I was like, he refollowed Garrett Watts, because he didn't, and I checked like 3 times, okay? And I'm like, why is Jeffree Star all of a sudden following Garrett Watts, unless Jeffree Star's watching my video, because I mentioned it in my video, right? Garrett, you in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. I don't know what that's about, okay? But listen, it's going to be the next video. It's going to be with him and Garrett Watts. My boyfriend does my makeup, too. And then Anastasia Beverly Hills has unfollowed him. And yesterday, he was still following them. But as of today, Jeffree Star is no longer following Anastasia Beverly Hills. And he has unfollowed Morgan, like I said. So the unfollowing spree has started. People are coming out. They're like, you know, I think they finally had it. You know, I have to tell you, last night, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to talk about this right now, I went in and I looked at some of Jeffree's tweets because I wanted to see, because he's blocking so many people, I wanted to go in and kind of see what the common consensus was that people were saying to Jeffree Star in the video. And I have to tell you, I was very, very surprised. Like, when I read this, I was like, honest to God, I mean, it's literally threaded. Like, I don't know what today's is like because I just went in there to look at this one thing and I was getting ready to make this video. And it was a little bit nicer because he threw out this thing about, like, people just want him to, like, you know, not take care of himself and whatever. But when I read that yesterday, you guys, it was, I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was really, really bad. And I'm like, I don't think Jeffree Star can... I mean, honestly, my gut feeling watching this was Jeffree Star is done. Like, he is done. And people are like, he'll never be canceled. He'll never be canceled. You guys, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. Like, it is really, really bad, okay? You know, there's all this stuff from his past coming up that he refuses to address. And when he does address it, he lies or he gives, like, half answers. And then his fans, who it was interesting because in some of the things that I saw... Like, people, like, somebody would say, he already addressed it, yada, yada, yada. And then somebody would say, he addressed it and lied. Like, he said this, but it was a lie. And the person would say back to him, I saw this several times, right? The person would say back to him, don't come for me, I'm 14 years old, right? So the majority of the people that are sticking by Jeffree right now are, like, underage, these teenagers that are, like, following him because they just blindly are in love with Jeffree Star. So I'm like... That's not, like, what is going on here? Remember, if you watched my video the other day, I talked about that 60 to 70% in the middle that have loved, you know, Jeffree, but they're kind of like, at this point, they're like, I don't really care anymore. Like, I can't do this. Like, I can't stand by you. And I think it's just too much. Like, if it was one thing or two things, but it's, like, too much, right? Like, it's like if you get fired from a job and you get fired from, like, you know, I don't know, like, one thing, right? But, like, if you have, like, 20 write-ups and you're getting fired for that, it's like, yeah, like, okay, I deserve to get fired. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like that at this point. It's like, I don't really know. I honestly, like, I always try to give suggestions on here. I don't really know what Jeffree Star could do at this point to redeem himself other than to, like, get in a video, on a YouTube video, not an Instagram story, not in a tweet. Shane Dawson should do the same damn thing because he's got that Flow and Glow and Glosson channel over there. And he should, Jeffree Star should get in a video and say, you guys, listen, it's too much. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. You know, I guess maybe I'm not the person I thought thought I was. I guess maybe I do have things I need to work on by myself, and I'm going to take 6 months off. I'm not putting any new makeup out for a while, and, you know, I'm going to get a therapist, and, you know, I'm going to first take a month off and go somewhere and just be by myself with some people around me that really care about me, and I'm not going to look at social media, and then I'm going to do some intensive therapy on who I am as a person, and really take a look at myself. I don't know, and then come back in 6 months and tell us what he's learned. I think at this point, it's just going to be one thing after another. I think it's just going to continue and continue and continue. Like, I just don't think that he can come away from this at this point. This is not a scandal that he can escape. It's bad. I mean, it's a pile up. It's bad, you know? So let me go in here and I want to tell you what some of these tweets were about. So first of all, I want to tell you, I went and I looked on he and Shane's Instagram, or on their Twitter followers, and you guys, they are literally losing Twitter followers left and right. Jeffree Star is, like, every day losing 10 to 20,000 followers on Twitter. Shane Dawson, and also he, and Shane Dawson fell from 10 million followers on Twitter to 9 million followers on Twitter, and he is himself, he lost 52,000 followers in one day. That was the day that he posted that ridiculous post, right? So, I mean, it's bad, okay? So I want to get on here and I want to read these tweets of what Jeffree Star put out, and I wanted you guys to just kind of hear these things, because it was really interesting to me that people were just like non-stop coming for him. Okay, so, oh, there's my screenshot of the Grateful Dead and Nike SB Dunks. I want them so bad. They are so cute. Have you guys seen them? Okay. So he put out this thing, and it's kind of sad, honestly, and I feel bad because it's for another makeup artist, and he said this is so iconic, and he put a blue heart next to it, which I thought was kind of interesting. Was that for me, Jeffree? Please don't. I'm good. Thank you so much, though. But anyway, and then underneath here, someone said, guys, imagine being and the R word and have to date, okay, and it goes on, and then, so then someone said, to all the people commenting about Jeffree being a R word, how dare you, this is about this makeup artist, that he says, and then someone said, okay, R word, and then someone said, we love you, Jeffree, I know that all the SHI that's going on, you are the most probably exhausted, but know that there are literally millions out there that truly believe to be an amazing person who is constantly growing and learning, and that was kind of the last nice comment, okay? Underneath there, somebody put this video of him that's floating around the internet right now, of him and this drunk person. Somebody put the prom night video up with circling the picture in the background that he said that he didn't want to see, yet it's in his video. Yet there's also pictures on his own Instagram of him standing next to the picture from years ago, but he doesn't want to be reminded of it. And then somebody else put up the website. Someone said, want to know what's not iconic? You. And someone said, explain this now. It's song lyrics that are now coming out from back in the day. Someone said, why are so many celebrities unfollowing you, like on Instagram? And someone said, they jump in the F off the Titanic. This will be interesting. Someone said, oh my God, this is insane. Someone said, Tati is coming for you and you know it, sister. This may not be the end, but it sure is close. Someone said your friend is also the epitome of iconic, and they put this like horrible thing that's going around about Shane Dawson. I don't know. Okay, it's from the past. And someone said he doesn't care about Shane. Let's be here. Let's be for real. He just want the D and money and fame. Shane is just another pawn. And then he put this other thing out. Yes, using the Diet Root Beer lip scrub right now, and that was his new. I mean, like, just completely unaware that all this is going on and that your friend is, like, sinking right now. And this friend, the root beer, okay, lip scrub, and yet you're still trying to sell your crap, okay? Like, this ain't the time, right? Like, this is not it. God. And this is where he thinks that he can truly just get away with all of this, right? Like, that's where, when he wants to say, like, we all want to take him down, no, you want to act like nothing is going on. You want to act like who, me, what? And this is the thing, okay? You owe it to your fans that have put money in your pocket, that have bought that house for you up in Calabasas, that have taken you out of that apartment, okay? You owe it to those people. Yes, you worked very, very hard to get where you're at, but those people put the money in your pocket. Let's be for real, okay? You owe it to your fans. Someone said, remember when you falsely copyright striked Liam McAvoy and used a lawyer to avoid the repercussions of said false strike, knowing it was illegal? Alleged. I don't know if that's true, but someone said, there it is, you're a hypocrite. And then someone said, who, me? And someone said, I see you're deleting comments too, cute, because he's deleting comments off his video. And someone said, and blocking, literally the biggest loser. And then someone said else, I'm weak, I was blocked like an hour ago, at least we know it's bothering him. Someone said, apologize to James Charles for destroying his mental health last year, please. Someone said, also, don't you dare wash your hands either with James or Tati in your apology, which I'm sure you'll do, and try to manipulate people to make yourself the good one in a story. Just for once, accept what you effing did to James and stop being so arrogant. Someone said, I smell, you guys, these are bad on here. I mean, it's really bad. I mean, it's just one after another. Someone said, imagine standing someone that contributes to the R word, performative activism, hypocrisy, sexism, manipulation, threats, false accusations, and manufacturing drama. And then someone said, you should be canceled. And someone said, for real, and his fans giving him a free pass on all the disgusting things he does and has done. Someone said, oh, wait. And then someone shouted out Liam's videos again. People are redoing this palette that he put on his Instagram story, and they're changing the words of it to words that he has called other people. They're saying things like, I mean, you guys, it's unreal. And then this person threw it up there and then it said he blocked me. Now his Twitter will only have his blind fans, because that's what he wants. He wants only people that will follow him, right? And then someone said, you dropped this, and it's a crown emoji. Please don't pick it up. And someone said, are you joking? He never had it to begin with. Someone said, subscribe to James Charles. Someone said, is there a shade called the R word by any chance? Someone said, no, you're a R word. Someone said the R word. Remember when you false copyright strike looks by Liam. We don't support R words. Okay, R. I mean, it's one after another. And then what happens is all of these people, just one after another, start dropping James Charles' picture underneath here. And they're like, you know, whatever, always stand James because he doesn't claim someone is a danger to society, and then say they won't release the proof. And then, I mean, it just goes on and on. Buy James Charles palette. People are putting this underneath here. Block me too, daddy, people are saying. You should probably address all the issues. Someone put James' picture and said, this is the only person's video I want to watch. Someone put James' picture and said what real talent looks like. I mean, you guys, it is, I could just go on and on and on and on and on. Someone said, can't support you or Shane anymore, even though I want to. Nothing adds up anymore. Too much SH I took at this point. My morals are way more important than y'all's egos. I'm going to support small businesses and buy my makeup from them. If you are a small business, please post here. And then, you know, it just goes on and on and on. So it's like, I don't really know what he can do to come back from all of that, you know? And then I want to talk about today's tweets from Jeffree Star. So Jeffree Star came out with some tweets today that people started sending me like crazy. Hold on a second, please. I want to make sure that I have it correctly. Well, I did have it. Hold on a second. Where is it at? So Jeffree put out, my coping mechanisms for past trauma sometimes make more problems for me and the people around me. Don't let anyone ever tell you it's too late to get help. Mental health is more important than anything on the planet. And then somebody said it's too late to get help, and he retweeted it and said, I know it feels good to you to put me down, but it's never too late to get help. Don't let strangers try and make you feel any different, okay? Now, what's interesting about this is, into the tweet he says about his coping mechanisms, this person responds to him and says, so getting your millions of fans to hate on a 19-year-old that almost leads to taking his life was a coping mechanism for you? And Jeffree responds and says, if that's the fake narrative you want to believe, great. Move on and worry about your own SHI, life and actions. Mine are not your problem. So he's calling this a fake narrative, all right? Well, I went in and I was like, I want to kind of be reminded of some of the things that Jeffree Star said. And I have to tell you, there was, Jeffree Star saying that there was a reason why Nathan didn't want him at the house, number one, but he never said what that reason was. He never said, well, Nathan doesn't want, Nathan, who's not in the picture anymore. God, he's probably like, thank God I got out when I did. Anyway, good thing your contract ended. But anyway, or whatever. Nobody has ever questioned what that's about. Just one day they weren't the most loving couple in the entire world anymore. I don't know. But anyway, I wish Nathan all the best. I do, but don't you wonder what he knows? I mean, he's in all this too. People were saying that to me yesterday. They're like, why, Nathan is part of all of this. He was sitting there. He knew about all this. Like, he's part of this, right? I don't know, makes you wonder. What do you think about that? Put that in the comment section below. You know, but I was sitting here, I was thinking, and I went back and I looked at the tweets that Jeffree put out last year where he said that he completely 100% supported Tati and that everything that she said was true. I went in there and I looked at where he said that James Charles was a danger to society. I went in there and I said, you know, I looked where, you know, he said that there was a reason why Nathan didn't want James at his house anymore, you know, things like that. And then I went in here, and I think this is the most troubling to me of all of this, that now he wants to come out and he wants to stand behind this guise of everybody just wants to take him down. Well, I want to read this to you because I looked it up. I'm just going to read it straight to you. This is from, I don't know what, Deactify or something. Soon after Jeffree tweeted out about the 19-year-old celeb, James' younger brother, Ian Charles, his brother, who, by the way, Jeffree Star would have been 33 at the time. Ian, James Charles' brother, was 17 years old at the time that Jeffree Star tweeted this to him. So he said, Ian said, why does everyone act so tough on the internet? The bold move prompted Jeffree to respond back. Why is your brother a, and the P word, okay? Now, the PR word. What's interesting to me about that is that you now want to come out a year later. I mean, we want to talk about keep the same energy. All right. Keep the same energy, okay? Come out and said I should never have said those things. You can't just come out an Instagram story or whatever, or some, like, I don't know, write it up post and put it on Twitter and say those things I said. No. Those are like major serious things. You were just in an interview on Keemstar's Basement on April 28th where you said you still had factual evidence, but you didn't want to bring it up because James Charles had gone through too much, okay? It's like that. With you slap him and slap him again. It's like you say, I have this evidence to back it up. You don't take any responsibility for it. You throw Tati under the bus and say she should never have made the video when you backed her 100%, okay? You were a major involvement in what happened. Your tweets alone got people to believe this. You co-signed it, okay? Let's just think about this for a second. You know, this is the same thing as one of these people when they, like, you know, I'm not going to bring this other person into it, okay? I'm just not, as an example. But it would be like if one of these people shouted out, like, a beauty brand, okay? And said, go buy this person. I want you to go buy this person. And they literally sold out like that. We've seen that happen, okay? Hell, we saw it happen with Tati's Vitamins with Shane Dawson, all right? So when you get on Twitter and you say these things and you say, I 100% stand behind Tati, there's a reason that might, you know, you say all these things, right? You are endorsing people to not believe in James Charles. You are selling that idea. You are using your platform to sell that idea. There's a lot of work that needs to be done for you to come back out. You cannot just sit on an apology video and be like, I'm sorry. I'm a changed person today. I want to see that change. I want you to show us where you've changed, okay? Like, this is unreal, okay? And these kids at the time were 19 and 17. And I'm not saying that everything that James has done is okay. I'm not saying that James isn't egotistic and all that kind of stuff. He is. Let's just be for real. Do I think that he needs to be served a piece of pie the size of the Empire State Building? The fact that a 30-something-year-old man, okay, that used him in a video for building his series, then wants to come back out and say he needed, the fact that Shane Dawson's the one that wants to serve that piece of humble pie, get the hell out of here, all right? Why don't you be a mentor to this person, you know? Did you know the video is being made? Yes, you said, or whatever, okay? You're implicated in the takedown of a 19-year-old kid. You both are. So you want to come back out a year later and say, I'm sensitive, I can't handle this stuff, it's too much for me, this whole world's toxic. You know, give me a break about this. You know, all these people now are saying it, and Smokey Glow did a fantastic video about this. But, you know, Hannah said in her video, you want to come in and you want to make money off of this community that you were never part of and then begin with, never learn anything, I'm just paraphrasing, never learn anything about truly what the community is like, okay? And then you want to bounce out because all of the people that you chose to hang around with are toxic and say that this is the whole industry is toxic. No, you and the people that you choose to hang around with are. And mostly that person is Jeffree Star. He has been involved in almost every single major drama story that has occurred in the last 5 years. You know, let's just be for real. Okay, let me go into my next things. So the last thing I just want to say is, you know, this whole idea that my receipts, Whitney. I just watched B. Lucille's tarot card reading last night over Tati and what's going to happen next. A lot of people are speculating that Tati's actually just come out with music. Sing a song, sing out loud. All right, Tati. I don't think so. But anyway, I think she will come out with music this year, but I just don't think that's going to be if she does come out and release a soundtrack or something, I would call it that. If I were Tati, I'd call it the soundtrack of my life. That's what I would call it. Woo. Anyway, I call one of my songs Hi, How You Doing? But anyway, you know, like, all these people have always, in the last 2 years, thought that Shane, because of Shane's doing, okay? Because Shane has done these series, these docu-series, where he goes in and he fixes people's life, right? He said, everybody in his thing, everybody looks at me as the grandpa of YouTube. Nobody asked you to do the Graveyard Girl series. Nobody asked you to fix TanaCon, okay? I mean, people said you should. They suggested it because they think that you can fix those kinds of things because you're so powerful, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to go in and decide for the world if Jake Paul is a psychopath or a sociopath or whatever. You didn't have to go do this series with Jeffree Star and Saint Tim. Nobody asked you to do these things. Nobody did. Those were choices that you made. And since everybody wants to say, you know, he said Tati is a grown woman, those were her choices. Shane Dawson's made his choices too. He's made his choices about who he surrounds himself with. He's made his choices around keeping information from a 19-year-old kid that could devastate his entire life. Let's just be for real. And he could have hurt himself. He has decided to align himself with people that are problematic. And he's decided every single video and every single series he's put out on his channel. And what he chose not to show as well. You want to talk about all these edits that he wants to show on his, what do you call it? My camera's about to stop. Hold on. This video went long today. Tati better not put that video out today. But anyway, you know, he wants to talk about on his Floss and Glossin channel about all these edits from the series of Jeffree Star that he's going to throw up there. Why don't you throw the edits of all of this, okay? Why don't you throw all the edits of all of this? You know, I just also, you know, and I'm watching all this, I just want to say this. When I watched that trailer, you know, of the Jeffree Star series, and in the trailer, you see him and Jeffree sitting there, and they're watching this video. Do you think it's all convenient? I mean, I think it's real convenient that they were just happened to be sitting there around at the time that Tati decided to drop that video. They didn't know exactly when that video was going to be dropped. You know you knew exactly when that video was going to be dropped, okay? Is that contrived? Was that a copy of the video? Because you took it down? Or were you watching that later and filming it? Or how did you guys all just happen to just be there, okay, when you filmed that video? Like, that's interesting to me, right? Or was that for the series? So if you filmed that part for the series, you went into it knowing that you were going to use the Bi Sisters video as part of your series, but then you didn't want to, okay? Because to me, happenstance that you and Andrew and Jeffree and just happen to be sitting around there, okay, watching the Bi Sisters, and pull up the camera, it's on, let's watch it, right? Are you kidding me? And your first time watching it, you had Andrew watch you on camera? I ain't buying it. No, 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 no. Which means that was contrived. That was faked for the series, which you decided later not to show your part in because you were implicated. Probably you have a part in this. Fakery. All of it fakery. So when people want to know why I get so heated about this, because I have put money in these people's pockets, and I have supported them, and I have believed in them in the past, and it makes me sad, okay? And hell, I'm kind of angry at myself for being so stupid, if you want to know the truth, but I'm not going to be stupid anymore. I'm not. And you know what? I will tell you this, though, okay? I am somebody that believes in giving people 5th and 9th and 12th chances and whatever. And if they do some work and they come out and they show that they're a different side of themselves and I truly believe it, I'm not saying I wouldn't believe in them again. But right now, no, I'm done. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.